This is Group B Winnerbracket Semifinal in the WGL Summer 2020. Group A is done, and now Night Elves and Orcs with Moon, Lin Guagua, and Colorful.
And in Group B, also two big favorites, Moon and Lin. When you put them in the group, it's hard to not see them as the clear favorites. Colorful and Lin Guagua, strong players as well, respectively, of their race. But Lin and Moon, they are legends. They are immortalized in this game. I think probably, in both our opinions, the best Orcs and Night Elves ever. Going up now against opponents from China in the mirror matchups. In the Orc and Night Elf mirror. And if everything goes according to plan, this might turn out to be a very successful day for South Korea. We had Sok and Law Light already beating the two Chinese in our first two matches. And as we said, Lin and Moon, the big favorites here for the next two matches.
Absolutely. And we hear from the world champion himself.
일단 목표는 장재우 선수 이기고 더 좋은 성적을 거두는 게 제 목표입니다. 이번 패치 때 약간 이기고 싶다는 생각이 많이 없는데 장지우 선수한테는 특히 좀 많이 졌거든요. 그래서 모든 사람들이 재호한테 너무 약한 게 아닌가라는 말이 나와서 이번에 좀 큰 대회에서 재호를 이기고 더 좋은 성적을 거둘 수 있게 열심히 준비하겠습니다. 실력적으로 봤을 때는 비슷하다고 생각되는데 장재호 선수가 오크전을 너무 이해를 잘 해가지고 오크로 재호를 이기기는 상당히 힘든 게 사실이거든요. 그래서 재호랑 저랑 만약에 경기를 한다면 그거를 승률로 나눈다면 한 3대 7 정도가 되지 않을까 생각됩니다. 열심히 준비할 거고요. 대회 때 지켜봐 주시길 바랍니다. 만약에 만난다면 재호랑.
Alright, all the talk is about Moon. All the talk is about how to defeat Moon. And yeah, we will probably, if everything goes according to plan, talk about that in 2 days. But they just skipped Lin Guagua.
How could they?
How could they not talk about the Orc Mirror? I mean, that's the first obstacle here, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. And you should make it a very clear goal in your mind to not underestimate anybody. Lin Guagua is also a very strong player, perhaps not as strong as Moon, but he is still the first obstacle on the way. And Lin, it's not like the old days, Lin, where we could easily say, well, it's Orc Mirror, you can't beat Lin anyways, this is a foregone conclusion. It's not exactly like that anymore. We have seen Lin lose some Orc Mirrors here and there against players who normally he shouldn't lose to. So he needs to be careful not to underestimate this kid.
Yeah. One thing for Lin. He's the current gold champion.
Yep.
He's the current next champion. And he won WGTL with his team. The big tournaments all go to him. There was no Moon at Next. There was no Moon at WGL Winter. When it's a Tier 1 Premier Championship, it's Lin.
Yeah, he is a crazy strong player. At last WGL, he showed us what Orc is capable of. And here we see the vetoes for our first game. Terranas, Twisted, Concealed, and AZ removed, leaving us with Echo, LR, and Northern Isles. I mean, the Orc Mirror, there's not too much to be said about this. The Orc Mirror meta at the moment seems to be moving again more to Tier 3, it seems. There, perhaps you want to go to bigger maps. While in Echo Isles, well, that map certainly isn't too big. Of course, Blade Master, Shadow, Raider, Walker always dominates the space in Orc Mirror. And items, they're also crucially important.
Lin was the force majeure in Orc Mirror. No one was able to beat him. He had something like an 83% win rate or something. That's not the case anymore. Lin, still super strong, in Orc Mirror, probably to statistics the best, but Focus is getting closer, and Lin won only like 75% of his matches. Kind of weak for his standards. He's currently on a 3-0 win streak once again. Lin Guagua seems to have a good time so far. His Orc Mirror, pretty strong as well. This year he's 3-1, also on a 2-0 win streak. Will he see cracks in the shield? That is his gold debut. We saw Lin Guagua in some online competition. We saw him as a caster for WGL and WGTL. Kind of a newcomer with his first big performance on the battlefield and not on the casting desk.
Yeah. He's going into this obviously as the big underdog. This is Lin. This is the reigning world champion. But, you know, that also comes with a bit of an upside. Nobody's expecting him here to do very well. He should be able to play without any pressure on his shoulders. He should be able to freely play his game. And, by the way, the one encounter that has happened in recent history, 2019, showed that he can take a map at least. That was again Lin against Lin's human, though. I just realized, so perhaps not that big of a factor.
Lin, the second most decorated player in Warcraft 3 history. $505,000 of prize money. Third best player of the year so far with 28,000. The current world champion, he dismantled Happy in the grand final in December. And also 1-2-0 at Next. Night Elf and especially Moon seems to be his weakness. First though, Orc Mirror. Is it just another day at the office? Is it the smooth sailing that we expect? Or will Lin Guagua do something special? Lin Guagua in the red, Lin in the blue.
So far, looking all standard here as far as builds are concerned. Still no TC Headhunter.
TC, dude!
Oh my god!
He does it, baby! It's the TC! I'm
my
screaming about this build for so many times. He did this in what? The end of 2018, and since then, I'm waiting for this moment, for this build to be shown again. And at WGL, at his debut at the biggest stage, he plays TC Headhunters in Orc Mirror.
He's actually doing it. Oh, I can no longer make fun of you for this. From this day on. Damn! He's actually playing it. Which is super cool. A strategy that normally we never see. Orc Mirror. Usually always Blade Master first. Very rarely a Farseer or a Shadowhunter. But TC, a true specialty.
This adds so much spice to the matchup. It's not gonna be the creeping Fiesta and Blade Master battles and item hunt. Lin has to adjust. Does he know Lin Guagua as well as I do? He should. Making the prep for this. Gloves of Haste first. Opening with the Endurance Aura and Grunts for the fast creeping, then moving into Headhunters.
What's he playing second hero with TC? Or does he just play TC solo?
When I saw it, he didn't need a second hero.
If you get TC to super high levels, level 4, possibly level 5, you can have crazy lockdown with a Shadow second for Stomp Hex Ultra lockdown.
Dude, he's playing double Rex. This is new to me. This is kind of a noob strat, to be honest. This is a early entry-level ladder strat. Double Rex Headhunters.
He sold the TP also.
I'm pretty sure he's all inning, right?
With towers, maybe?
When Lin is hitting tier 2, we will need some time to get the Shadowhunter up, to get Raider Walker up, and that might be the moment to strike. When the burrows are... Ooh, that was close. When the burrows are vulnerable, and the mass of the Headhunters is there.
Oh, this is a crucial moment in this game. The TC is trying to go for the Merc Camp creep, getting close to level 3. If Lin comes in here and harasses this, this is already looking rough for Guagua.
Oh, the inventory, by the way. Trifecta and Mana Potion, really good. Didn't steal anything yet. Does he know that the Blade Master's here? Does he anticipate it? He's letting Guagua creep up until the big one. Windwalk runs out, so Guagua can adapt now with the Storm. Oh, putting the Lightning Shield next to the Blade Master to add some more damage. Stun, focus, well done by Guagua.
Ring for the TC, not even too bad. He's going to be the frontline tank, and with that he does become more durable. Oh, nice Storm trying to save the Berserker or Headhunter. Doesn't quite work out though. And the TC is not level 3, plus he used a lot of his mana already. Lost one Headhunter.
Yeah. Damage control, I guess. Plus the tier 2 tech now. It's not a tier 1 all-in. He can steal a little experience in the middle, but the item is gone, and of course he knows it.
Blade Master being very annoying.
Yeah, that's the downside. Blade Master's so good against Headhunters, especially with this inventory. Good place.
Nice block.
Yeah, good place by Guagua. Like, this one attempt to save the Headhunter, really nice. This one, moving to the back, blocking the Blade Master, healing it up now. Radar Walker by Lin.
And the thing is, once Shadowhunter comes out, I was about to say, but his counter TC second.
Wow.
This is something we've been seeing Lin do a ton against Undead, with mixed success most recently. Alright. It's the TC meta, boys.
Oh, this makes me so happy. What can Guagua accomplish in the mid-game stages now that Lin is still gearing up? He needs to stall sometime. He needs level 3. That's the first objective. And then what? Buy time. Oh, Stomp. Right click. He got this down, man.
So a Stomp that has to be used for creeping, though. Man, he's not going to have for the fight.
It's not going to be a fight, though. The TC is creeping right-hand side. That's the moment when Guagua is reaching tier 2. It's going to be very telling. Does he want to go all the way to tier 3 for Berserkers?
Yes, absolutely. If you go double barracks for Headhunters, you need to upgrade them into Berserkers. Also, he seems to be playing single hero. See the tier 3 now. It's going to be a lot of bonus experience for this TC.
Oh, yeah. We see this a lot in 2-on-2 and team games, but in 1-on-1, you always play multi-hero, always play a Shadowhunter, or TC second, or whatever. But not like this. The balls of this dude challenging the greatest Orc Mirror player of all time to a TC mirror.
It's only going to be Spirit Link on Lin's side, though. And Spirit Link is a really strong spell.
Especially against single target. It can sometimes backfire against Area of Effect when the entire army is already low and then you add more Area of Effect and then you definitely need heal scrolls. But against single target, it's perfect. Distributes the damage to everything, then you use one heal scroll. Ready. Back to green.
Exactly. TC for Lin now, also level 3. Very important against these mass Headhunters. I think this TC second was a very smart choice. To play TC second and to play this Blade Master as a space creator.
Yeah.
To slow down Lin Guagua as much as he can.
He is not finding much progress on the Blade Master himself, but that's not what he needs. That's not what he wants. He wants to prevent level 5 because that's when the Stomp gets really dangerous. And if you sacrifice Windwalk 2 Crit 2, alright, that's totally fine. You will probably have the better army. The Stomp is the X factor.
Lin is trying to force the fight now before Berserker upgrade is finished. It's still taking a little while. He's got the Spirit Link ready, he's got Summon Snares, and he's got the level 2 Stomp.
Lin clearly wants this fight. There's a speed scroll, trying to create some space. Does hit the TC. He's just turning around, taking this fight against Spirit Link. This is interesting. Upgrade still not done. Blade Master getting 2 kills right away. Stomp on both sides hits Lin Guagua a lot harder. Third Headhunter down. He's finding a grunt kill. Okay, on the cost of another Stomp.
This TC also has a big mana potion for Lin, by the way. He's
Yeah.
gonna pop it here. Hell yeah, he is.
Next Headhunter down. Oh, this build is falling apart really, really quickly.
he's got more ensnares now. They should be cooling down. Oh my god, Lin. Demolishing this strategy.
Yeah, Lin Guagua might need some aloe vera after this game to heal the burns. Oh my.
He's got a Shadow Hunter now, but that seems a little late.
The upgrade finally finished. But now the TC ensnared in the middle of everything where he's supposed to be, but the ethereal walkers can't be attacked, closing that surround for a bit. Storms right after. But is there hope even? Hex on the blade. There's another stomp. Oh, it takes the Shadow Hunter instead. Nicely done. And
Blade is very hurt though, getting hexed here. Might be in trouble. Well, actually, not really.
Nope.
Seems to be fine. The Shadow is dead. Guagua down to less than 30 supply. Ouch.
For a strat that really relies on mass, having 30 supply is really not good.
Yeah, and behind this, there's an expansion coming up. Halfway done now for Lin. He, like, once he scouted it, he just played perfectly against it, didn't he?
Yeah. You're not fooling me, young kid. Full control, Lin.
Impressive performance. You know, Guagua, he reached into his bag of tricks and he was like, alright, I'm playing against Lin. Maybe I gotta try some cheese. But Lin is cheese-proof.
Yeah, this feels like Guagua tried to be a magician, you know, summoning a pigeon out of nowhere, but Lin is sitting in the first row and telling him, hey, I know exactly how you did that, mate. You had this and this and this. Exposing the weaknesses of this build par excellence.
GT's at least gonna get level 5. I think from this camp. Oh, he needs one more kill.
Oh,
and
no.
the tragic thing is, one more kill is really hard to get.
Yeah, there's no experience on his side anymore. Everything is Spirit Link. There's the heal scroll. And his base is being raided. Lin with an expansion to back this up. Absolute desperation now by Guagua taking this fight.
One kill. Can he get the one kill for the level 5 TC?
Nice ensnare on the TC, so he can't stomp. Spirit Link reapplied. There's a mana potion, so once he gets this high level, that could be it. Uses the level 2 stomp right away to secure this kill, and there it is. But the TC, he stomped himself, can't go for the level 3. There we go, skilled it right away. And speed scrolls out, okay, but he needs healing. Shadow Hunter, a little far forward, could be a target, but far away from the TC of Lin. Stomp again, and the Headhunters all of a sudden finding some kills, but oi, that was a big one. There was a glimmer of hope, but not for long.
So many stomps everywhere. Everything is stunned all the time. Guagua's actually finding some kills. Good on him.
Look
But
at these
now Lin
corpses.
has so much income.
I mean, in Reforged, the good thing is you can see what unit died without analyzing the bone structure. That was a lot of Headhunters, man!
And he can't remake them too quickly. Only one barracks left. Lin killed the other one. We saw the strength there of level 3 Stomp. It's still a damn good spell. But Lin has managed to play himself so far ahead that he can face tank many of these Stomps.
Yeah, that's indeed a problem. Still has the mana potion. TC level 4 on Lin. Crit level 2, as he doesn't need Windwalk level 2. And yeah, he's just banking. He's floating in gold. He's breaking upkeep. Almost twice the supply for Lin now.
Oh, nice ethereal form. Saves the walker there. That was a cool play. The Raider is gonna go down.
It feels like he's trading one storm for one kill. That's not really efficient. Lin Guagua not mining, so it's 2 base versus 0.
And thanks to the aura, Lin is himself fast here to back off. If he had a Shadow Hunter only, it would be really hard to keep up with the movement speed. But he's got the TC. Speaking of Shadowhunter, though, that one is really far forward. Guagua, man. Looking confident here, kind of.
It's just bait. Or something. Yeah. On a different map, I would maybe think like Zappers could be a nice idea to get into this game bag, or Zeppelins or something, but another downside of this build is it's really bad at taking out buildings.
Seems to be working okay. These boroughs don't have reinforced defenses yet, but the town hall won't be so easy. The Great Hall. Hex on the Blade Master. Can he get a kill? No, not really. The spells are always fast, but now he finds a good stomp and some good right-click damage towards the Spirit Walkers. Takes them out almost immediately, but counter stomp coming in. Who's got the bigger stomps?
Oh man, 3 headhunters down almost. He can't really retreat behind the buildings. That might be a position where he can fight, but then where do the storms land? This seems like the downfall just continues. Sorry, I would love to cast more hope for Lin Guagua, but yeah, it's the same situation as in the upper left. He gets a couple of kills, but he suffers hard for it.
The Berserkers die pretty quickly. Lin's army is incredibly beefy. He's going for the Hail Mary hero kill on the Blade Master, but even if he gets it, which he won't, may not be good enough. The stomps are always crazy, but there's not enough follow-up damage. Another TC in trouble. Lin Guagua losing his first hero, and that is the GG.
Yeah, Guagua. Looking at his face, he analyzes this right. Like, okay, that didn't work. Rough start into a gold league. If a tournament starts like this, what do you think? Like, do you think, okay, that was my cheese strat, put it aside, let's play serious here? Or do you think, oh my, he countered the surprise so hard, how am I gonna do one, like, head to head?
Yeah, you have to, if you think to yourself, oh my god, if I can't win this, how do I win in a straight up game? Then you've already lost. So Guagua, if he doesn't think it, already has to trick himself. He has to tell himself, well, I tried with a cheese, you know, sprinkle one in. Maybe he falls for it, but gotta respect him. He's Lin, he's very good. He reacted very well. So now, gotta go with a standard game. And maybe lie to yourself a little bit more, you know, say, you know, with a few good items, with a big mana potion, with a few claws, anything is possible. But what has become clear is that this TC Headhunters does not work against Lin. Not even a little bit.
Trying to find one point where I could counter argue, but I will listen to this for the next year, right? That this TC Headhunter build doesn't work.
No, I mean, we kind of knew that already. I mean, the fact that he played it after you prophesized it for so long was a pretty good call by you. Just, you know, not very successfully.
Okay, story of my life. We're still waiting for the second game. Now, Lin Guagua's map. Does he have something else prepared, maybe, that even I am not aware of?
There are one or two more pocket, slightly cheesy strats. Farseer Headhunter is one. Farseer Grunt Catapult Tower Push. There's a lot of craziness in Orc Mirror. There's Shadowhunter first into Pit Lord, which is sometimes even almost legit strategy. There's Shadowhunter first harass with Hex. Yeah, there's lots of weird things to choose from. I think he's going to play standard, though, now. Try his best against Lin's standard.
All right. Yeah. What's up with my feet? There we go. Yeah, we see a couple of highlights from map 1.
But you're missing out on this awesome dubstep music, by the way. Feeling, woo!
Time to party. Yeah, this fight was where it was very, very clear that this game is not Lin Guagua's way. And from then on, Lin was just toying with his prey.
Decent attempt by Guagua. You know, one of those cheeses sometimes can work, but not today. It feels like it's very rare nowadays that these super cheeses ever lead to victory.
Yeah, right. Not only super cheeses, but also these adjusted builds that just smell a little like cheese. For example, skipping barracks. Like, this really didn't work for the ones who tried.
Yeah.
It's cool to see that Lin didn't really break a sweat or anything. He was kind of cold-hearted responding to this.
Yeah. Cool, calm, and collected. Like a cucumber, Lin was able to get the 1-0 lead. Anything else would have been quite the surprise. Map 2, we're moving on now to Last Refuge. A map where a lot of creeping can be done for dual hero, possibly even for triple hero, which in Orc Mirror at the moment is not out of the question. Some orcs play tier 3 all the time in Mirror nowadays. Hitman, for example, being one of them. And if Hitman plays something a lot, that usually means it's being played on Netties a lot. And Last Refuge, with its many item drops, is sometimes a bit of a lottery as well. You can get very lucky and very unlucky on this map.
Yeah, this might be his best hope, I guess, in this matchup. Hope for the big items, the many claws, the mana potions. I wonder if he plays Shadowhunter a little, like, of course. First, we wonder if it's a normal build now. Then I wonder if he plays the Shadowhunter a little more aggressively. Not creeping early, but engage with Hex. That could be an X factor in the early mid game.
Yeah, we see that in Orc Mirror quite a bit, where the two Orc armies with Blade, Shadow, Grunts meet in the middle. And then you better hope that you have 2 speed scrolls, otherwise you are in a world of trouble. But normally, the Orcs will remember to bring that item. Speed scroll is pretty powerful. Would be quite impressive if Guagua had another special build prepared.
Yeah. I mean...
But out of the possibilities, like for example, Farseer on Last Refuge is really bad. Shadowhunter into Pitlord. Can't really see that either.
This is not really a cheese map.
Yeah, it seems like if you don't have Blade Master here, you're gonna fall so far behind in creeping.
Yeah, rush distance is also pretty long, so... Lin taking first steps on his way to defend the championship that he got in winter 2019. Spawning in the blue! That's the king of orcs. And Lin Guagua, his challenger. Many, many, many talented orcs in China. He was the one qualifying, the only one qualifying from all of them. No hug, no ice orc. So, what are the builds?
So far, it's looked very standard. We have a barracks and ultra on both sides. Now, this was also how it started earlier with the TC, so let's wait a second here to see what unfolds. But we are expecting double Blade Master.
It is a Blade Master for Lin Guagua. Is Lin trying to counter the cheese? No, it's Blade Blade. Good old Orc Mirror with the 1-0 lead for Lin. When we saw Cash in matchups where he felt underpowered against a certain player, he was always trying to be very aggressive from the start. Do you think that could be a solution?
And hope that Lin crumbles under your pressure?
That sounds absurd.
Yeah, isn't that like less likely to happen? Isn't it more likely that you're playing your way to the mid game, late game, and then you're gonna get into a good position, and maybe you are with a bit of an advantage that you can capitalize on, rather than that Lin gets, you know, panicked by your one blade, one grunt attack?
Yeah, I voiced this during WGTL many times that I'm not a fan of this approach. So okay, it is actually Lin moving across the map.
He's
position.
going to be
himself.
creeping at the High Priest. There you don't need heal salves to recover again because you take so little damage. And that makes it so that you don't have to go for shop early. So Lin is going to be going with a very fast tech. 1 burrow tech without shop. Going to be a super fast tier 2. But that means he's not going to be getting the first circlet from the camp. But he bought it for himself and finds the replenishment potion. Well, isn't that nice?
It's a pretty good start, I gotta agree. 2 circlets. Okay, 1 bought, 1 found. Nice start as well. And he finds him here. Totally expecting this. Does Lin counter-expect Lin Guagua to be here? Lin Guagua got it.
Yep.
And the replenishment for him as well.
Nicely done. Lin not trying to play around the windwalk timing there. It's a decent bit of experience. Level 4 creep. I think that's like 80 or something. Now the grunt block coming in.
Oh, Guagua having a sweet early game.
Nice.
Forces a windwalk and shop is not ready, so has to pop the clarity maybe? No? Save. Yeah, okay, yeah, he used it. Damn, that's a sweet early game.
Windwalk, really important. Last hit right here. Guagua playing around it. Easy last hit for Lin. And the claws.
Ooh, nice one.
If he had gotten this, though, Guagua, this would have been a really good early for him.
Yeah.
Stealing the claws away from the opponent and the High Priest, but Lin does look out for it, and there's an end snare on the first grunt of Guagua.
How is
that
there
one's
an-
going down?
How is there an end snare?
Creeps.
Yeah,
Creeps
yeah.
don't like TC first.
I hate creeps now. Backstep on the blade. Lin can heal now, has a windwalk. This blade master is absolutely safe.
Yeah, Guagua, I guess, has to keep on playing aggressively now. He's down by a grunt, so if he just goes for creeping, he's gonna fall behind in creeping, especially considering the fact there's also claws on Lin.
Okay. Shadowhunter second. Walkers. He's not fooling around. He's not rushing tier 3. And Guagua was a little later with his tech. Is it the standard? Yeah.
Lin
Is-
also going for a bestiary, so Radar Walker on both sides.
Okay, didn't see the bestiary for Lin yet. Could have been Walker only tier 3.
Yeah, I would have liked to see it,
一位
but
玩家的部队正
no.
遭到攻击。
Not the Infi build.
So, finally creeping now to level 2. Yeah. Wait, how did he get level 2 right there? I guess it was just barely enough. Claws, double circlet. That is very nice for Guagua's Blade Master, but Lin has his Shadowhunter out earlier. What can he do with his Shadow advantage now? Well, going for a very passive creep at his own lab. That's a ton of experience and a big item, but a camp that normally always safely is yours. So you can reserve it for later. But, okay. Lin taking it slowly here in the mid game.
Okay. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, what is there really to gain if he's aggressive now? He knows, especially in the late game fights when it's about the Kodo focus fire and these awesome tricks that he showed us in the past couple of years, especially in Orc Mirror. He is the big favorite. It's up to Lin Guagua to challenge him, to cause him trouble. Oh, big mana for Lin Guagua. That could be a way to win a fight.
Lin comes in for the creep jack. What's he going for? Aiming for the shadow. Might be the best target. Hex on the blade. Quite a bit of damage here, actually. Onto Hero.
Oh, he's just
Shadow going down.
dead on the shadow, indeed. Despite the big mana, this is not looking good.
Blade Master's stuck there, though.
Yeah. But this-
Link makes him more tanky. Can he fight his way out? Heal wave cooling down.
Is it? Okay, gets the Blade Master kill. So 1-for-1 trade. First hero down for Lin. What about the rest of the army? Both are losing grunts. Oh, he had an Ankh. And now what? Okay, win.
Transfer that somehow.
Ankh
Crit.
comes in as a surprise for the second time in this tournament.
Yeah. And that is now Lin. Surprisingly enough, not with a supply lead. Shadow's also back already, was only level 1. But boy, what an experience lead on the second hero now.
And of course he takes control over the middle. This consumable is not oh, okay. It can allow Lin to get it, but it's supposed to be yours. Lin Guagua, of course, took a big risk to keep the shop on the left-hand side. Now engaging again. He feels like he has to. Still the big mana, but no heal wave. This level deficit on the Shadow Hunter is such a huge problem to fight without heal wave.
Max Raider down. Level 3 for the Blade. Oh, Dust, I don't think, got the reveal. Item.
Big healing.
Ah, okay, did not steal it here, Lin Guagua.
Uh-oh, and snare again. Oh, dodged with him, I guess.
Guagua again has to fall back, but man, he needs to level the Shadow Hunter. He's gonna be up against level 3 Shadow with a level 1 Shadow Hunter soon.
Yeah, but how and where? I mean, yeah, the lab now, but isn't that ultra obvious? It's either there or the Merc camp, and it's super easy to check.
Lin is very hurt though. He could go for a heal scroll and re-engage, but that's dangerous. The safer play is fall back, smear yourself into a bit of heal self, with a bit of heal self, and heal back up nicely. And Lin is gonna fall back. I like his patience this game. He knows how strong he is. There's no need to risk things. As long as things don't go horribly bad with a big risk that he takes, he should be doing fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Could even go for tier 3 if he wants to. I feel. Like, where is the Guagua curveball? I think it was a good move to go for the shop. Like, consumable items are definitely a way to win an Orc Mirror fight. Same as like a Vamp Aura would be. But they both delay this a lot. So now, Lin realizes, I can go for big camps. No problem. Stream dies. Is back. So what do we got?
Sapper.
Oh.
There's a juicy connection between the burrows. Gets one. The other one though, not so much damage taken. But he also popped the Book of the Dead.
Huh. Okay. That's an X factor, and that's 2 burrows killed. And peons falling as well, because there's nothing to hide. Really well done using this Book of the Dead the way he did.
And Lin's just like, okay, screw it. Let's fight. Don't want to have anything to do with this nonsense anymore. There's a shop coming up for Lin on the high ground as well, which he's certainly gonna need. His whole army is quite hurt already.
He has heal wave 2 and 2 heal scrolls though.
Lin is mega supply blocked. This is a base race now.
Okay, who got more raiders? I'm trying to get a better connection here, guys. Sorry about that.
Both are going for pillage, trying to get additional resources. Mass repair. Lots of gold and lumber being lost here.
Guagua can't repair anymore. He has no gold anymore. He's gonna get some with pillage now, but Lin can repair. He has the gold. Ooh, now there's a little bit of gold again, but this sapper didn't do enough apparently. Lin again with the perfect reaction.
Where are Lin's peons all? I don't think he lost them all, did he?
Guagua killed a
some?
bunch. He has a shop of the high ground, so he definitely has one.
Oh, spike barricades coming in. Some more damage.
And that main building is gone as well. I saw the... Oh, I see the building, but I don't see... No way he saved the peon and the Zeppelin on the high ground in the upper left. The genius of Lin.
Oh my god, Lin.
Next level. How can he not burst out in laughter doing this move?
That's just brilliant. There's a little island there on the top left in the campfire. I wonder if you can even make a building there right away. Oh, the Zeppelin getting ensnared, getting caught.
Sad smiley GG. How awesome is Lin Guagua, okay? He represented well today. He was trying some cool things, but if you step into the ring with Lin in an Orc Mirror, you're in for pain.
if you aim at the king, you better not miss. And Lin Guagua missed today and was slaughtered by Lin in a pretty one-sided series here. To be honest, this was not very close. This was the favorite making it through, I don't want to say easily, but clearly. Lin waiting in the winner bracket final against either Colorful or Moon.
Is this the dream match happening? Is it really happening? Moon versus Lin, man. Two most decorated players of all times against each other. And we're one series away from that. Moon just has to defeat Colorful.
Is that going to be as easy as it was for Lin? Is it going to be easier? Is it going to be harder? Moon is certainly the big favorite. And it's hard to see Moon lose any Night Elf mirrors recently. This guy is just on fire.
Yeah.
And in Night Elf mirror, he seems to be utterly unbeatable, just like against Orc.
The thing is, though, you say it's hard to see Moon losing any Night Elf mirrors. It's also hard to see Moon lose any games against Orc. And I don't really know when he lost the last best of 3 series against Undead either. So Moon seems invincible.
Yeah, he's crazy strong recently. He is on a, what is this, like 12, 13 game win streak. But he did not too long ago lose to Sok and Michael and Lawlight, actually, in a qualifier, however.
Yeah.
He can sometimes lose, but it seems to be rare. Moon is in tip-top shape once again, and we heard from the legend himself. He's feeling really confident. He is expecting to win this tournament.
Yeah. It seems like everyone.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to give just one player the top favorite position, I would give it to Moon.
Yeah. If my life is on the line and I have to decide to go for one favorite, I do agree. But, you know, Moon sometimes showed up to tournaments being the number one favorite, and then something was off with his nerves or he didn't really feel right. The thing is, though, this is all played from home. He didn't have to travel. He's with his family. So
兽族选手令是击败了中国的兽族选手令瓜。那接下来我们就会和胜者，也就是令同学啊，来连线一下，问问他对于这场比赛的一些看法。
From the interview.
Hello， 令你好。
Hello， 你好。
恭喜你这个2-0击败对手，获得了胜利啊。那我们聊一下刚才的比赛。那第一个问题就是在第一局，EI 地图上，林呱呱是使用的牛头人酋长首发，然后带猎头这样的一个打法。这个打法我看你应对的其实是蛮好的。那之前是不是有遇到过？对方这套打法厉害的地方在什么？
이 전술은 저도 써봤고요. 좀 당해보기도 했고 세컨 쉐어는 약간 역전당할 기회가 있어서 세컨 칩튼으로 그냥 안전하게 멀티하면서 했습니다.
就是这套林呱呱的这套战术的话，他之前也有用过，以及也有被人就是用过这种战术，然后他觉得二发小歪的话可能会容易被翻盘，所以选择了二发牛头人。
OK， 那么在第二局的比赛当中，这个正面交锋了一下之后呢，就打成了一个互拆，而且林呱呱甚至还用上了炸弹人，最后两边其实都基地被拆掉这种情况。那这种情况其实想问一下令神，在比赛里面经常多见吗？自己打这种互拆的经验够不够？
개인적으로는 엘리전 이런 상황을 별로 안 좋아해서요. 뭔가 제가 실력적으로 링꽉과 선수한테 유리하다고 생각하거든요. 그래서 엘리전으로 가는 건 별로 좋지 않다고 생각해서 제가 돌아간 이유도 있었고 이런 경험이 별로 없습니다. 제가 그 상황 자체를 잘 만들질 않아요.
就他本人是不是很喜欢拆家的这种战术，所以因为他的实力可能要比林呱呱选手强一点，所以他选择了就是没有拆家，就是后退回去了。而且这种情况的话，因为他本身是不喜欢拆家的这种战术，所以就不是很多见。
好的，那最后一个问题就是，因为在抽签的时候是我把 Lin 和 Moon 抽到了同一个小组，那这样也让 Lin 有更多的机会和他也非常欣赏的选手 Moon，在比赛里多较量几次。那这个结果他有什么想感谢我的吗？
상당히 감사하게 생각하고요. 장재호 선수를 상대하기 위해서 열심히 연습했기 때문에 내일 모레 있을 재호랑 경기가 좀 아직 재호가 이긴 게 아니구나. 네, 아무튼 재호랑 만나게 된다면 네, 멋진 경기 할 수 있도록 최선을 다하겠습니다.
首先就是非常感谢能把他跟 Moon 抽到一个小组，然后他最近也是为了去对抗 Moon， 然后练习了很多，希望过2天可以在胜择组上，就可以在那个8强上遇到 Moon 吧。
好的，再次感谢 Lin 接受我们的采访，也希望他后面。
All right, Lin expressing that he was very ready for this TC Headhunter build. He played it, he faced it, he knew what to do, and the Shadowhunter second wasn't too great. For the base race, he said he doesn't really like it, so he tries to not force it because he thinks he's stronger. And the host made a little joke like, hey Lin, do you want to thank me? You wanted to play Moon and I drew the group, so maybe you want to say something? And they both laughed, and yeah, Lin prepared a lot for Moon. And we are 1 series away from Moon versus Lin. If Moon wins the next one versus Colorful, we see each other after a little break.